Definitely. Huh?
So we're not changing any setting on the camera or something.
Just a minute. Where is this gone to? Eba mi be charger, mo charger.
CBB.
Come in charger, I'm charge. No, but I keep on. David, by moon charger, sure. You charge. Oh, my love, charger. Charger, I learn right. The lady by there. What I say, oh, you can't go for me. I want you.
I'm on my way.
People late you want to go meta the name. About the trace. Let us remove it.
Started singing, I'm on my way.
I catch your book.
My heart is down, my head is around. I want to leave back together against this time.
So you're
and the way when the night when the sun shines on the mountain top, I took a tree on the sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. Started saying I'm on my way. Won't be back from many days. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in case this time. Started saying I'm on my way. Won't be back from many days. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in case this time. And I took my shower, when I put my mother, she went alone. Sorry, oh, yàrá bí ló mọ̀ra.
Hello. Hello.
Ẹni tó mọ̀ ṣẹ́ òkú.
Hello.
Lórí òbí ńlá rí o. Yàrá bí ló mọ̀ra.
Okay. On gbà. Bá mú fóònù bá wá fóònù.
Lórúkọ kábíyèsí ọdún ìṣẹ́ gbogbo yín náà kíkọ́.
All right. All right. Àti bẹ̀rẹ̀, we are waiting for you.
Lórúkọ kábíyèsí ọdún ìṣẹ́. Ọ̀lẹ́sìn mẹ́rìndínlógún. Mẹ́jọ jẹ́kọ̀ mẹ́jọ ṣaláìjẹ́. Àlàkárọ̀ ọmọra pààrà. Ọba onílé funfun. Aláṣọ funfun. Onínú funfun. Àkàndé bàbáde ọlá. Aláya funfun. Ó ní ká máa kí gbogbo lé. Gbogbo yín la kí pátápátá láì lódì rẹ̀ ní gbọ́dọ̀. Ọ̀tọ́jú àlejò tọ́jú onílé. Gàgàntúà. Bá mi tọ́jú wọn láyé wọn lásán. Bá mi tọ́jú chíbi tọ́jú sáárì. Tóyè súnmọ́ mi níbí jọ. Tóyè. Ẹ̀dá tó mọ̀ ṣẹ́ òkú. Kódà kó màmá tó ṣe bá lọ́rùn. Torí ó ní lárí o. Yàrá bí ló mọ̀lá. Dominion, ayé yẹn á tòrò mímímí. Ayé yẹn á tòrò mímímí. October 17, oh my shop,
Yeah, correct.
Ayé yẹn á tòrò.
Correct.
Get wrong.
I get wrong.
High people, October 17, mímímí. Ayé yẹn á tòrò mímímí. Bàrẹ̀ níjòyè. Ìsìlónì kìíní bàrẹ̀ níjòyè.
Are we online?
We're online.
All right.
We're online.
Àní bàrẹ̀ níjòyè. Kálọ̀ ń ṣàkí. Àìwá ṣọjà. Bàrẹ̀ níjòyè. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Ìwọ nìkan ní gbẹ́kẹ̀lé. Ìwọ nìkan ní ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé. Bàbá 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 òní. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé, Ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Ọlọ́run àgbáyé, Ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Ìwọ nìkan ní ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé òyìnbó. Ìwọ nìkan ní ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé. Bàbá 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 Olúwa. Bọ́mọdé bá dúpẹ́ orin àgbọ̀. ayọ̀ mi rọ̀gbà kò sẹ́ni tó lè ṣe bí kì í. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè ṣe bí kì í ṣe mọ́. Àtẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ kárí ayé. Àtẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ kárí ayé. Bí mo bá dùgbà lórí àná, máa dorí mi. Oṣoríire o, ẹlẹ́dàá mi, mo dúpẹ́. Oṣoríire o, ẹlẹ́dàá mi, mo dúpẹ́. Màmá mo ra wọn rẹ́ nínú ayé. Ayé mi dára o, mo wá dúpẹ́. Adore ọmọ ìlú ló ń gbére, ọlọ́rẹ́ ọmọ lọ́rọ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀. Adore ọmọ ìlú ló ń gbére, ọlọ́rẹ́ ọmọ lọ́rọ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀. Sáwọn òjò àmì ìmọ̀lẹ̀ kábíyèsí ọ̀hún. Adore ọmọ iléèdè ló ń gbére. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ọmọ ọlọ́rọ̀ ṣóun ló sọ̀rọ̀. Ògo ti dé ẹlẹ́nu wẹ̀wọ̀ inú. Ògo ti dé ẹlẹ́nu wẹ̀wọ̀ inú. Adore ọmọ eléèdè ló ń péré. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ọmọ ọlọ́rọ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀. Adore ọmọ eléèdè ló ń péré. Ọ̀rọ̀ rí ọmọ lọ́rọ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀. Yẹ má ní kí ọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ńlẹ̀. Yẹ má ní kí kábíyèsí ọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ńlẹ̀. Alágbára múra káàrà o ńlẹ̀. Alakara mara kara ola. Kábíyèsí ọ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ńlẹ̀. Ọba onílé funfun aláṣọ funfun pè ńlẹ̀. Ìrìn gangan lé, ìrìn ajímẹ́wájú, ìrìn gangan lé. Ọmọ ajíbọ́lá ò sọ̀rọ̀, ìrìn gangan lé, ìrìn ajíbẹ́wájú, ìrìn gangan lé. Ọmọ ajíbọ́lá ò sọ̀rọ̀, ìrìn gangan lé, ìrìn ajíbẹ́wájú, ìrìn gangan lé. Ọmọ ajíbọ́lá ò sọ̀rọ̀, ìrìn gangan lé, ìrìn ajíbẹ́wájú. Ìrìn gangan lé, ìrìn ajímẹ́wájú, ìrìn gangan lé. Ọmọ ajíbọ́lá ò sọ̀rọ̀, ìrìn gangan lé, ìrìn ajímẹ́wájú, ìrìn gangan lé. Ìrìn ajíbọ́lá ò sọ̀rọ̀. Kábíyèsí onílé funfun, ìrìn àjíbí wọn àjí o. Ìrìn gbọ̀ngàn mi, ọmọ àjíbá náà ń sọ. Àlàkà múra bára, ìrìn àjíbí wọn àjí o. Ìrìn gbọ̀ngàn mi, ìrìn àjíbí náà ń sọ. Kábíyèsí onílé funfun, aláṣọ funfun, aláya funfun. Ìrìn gbọ̀ngàn mi, ìrìn àjíbí wọn àjí o. Ìrìn gbọ̀ngàn mi, ìrìn àjíbá náà ń sọ.
Ilé tí ó wà lóko pọ̀. Àwọn tí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ náà. Ẹ bá gbọ́ pé ìjábẹ́ mi ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ àti tó ń lè gbà.
Chief Layi Oyelowo and Dr. FESTUS Oshoba, please come forward.
Àwọn tí ń ta ṣe ti sẹ́yìn náà sún àtòyè tọ́lá. Ìní àtọ̀lá. Àwọn building fence ta ṣe àwọn building tán. Àtòyè tọ́lá. The palace and once. Don't believe once. Put some polo jambe.
So every month I have the complete service. They go Europe, there's a good also better money for our family. How much is your time now? Like about $200. And that one has so much money now.
Film here ni ló jáde lórí Netflix.
I beg, if you have to talk to her, you are the code well, so I don't know. This and this I don't live with.
Kábíyèsí. Dúdú ọba sọdẹ dẹ. Olórí aládé òkèrèkèrè mi ti. Lákòókò náà,
Omi sọ́jà, wálé ya omi sọ́jà, wálé ya omi sọ́jà, wálé ya omi sọ́jà, ya omi sọ́jà,
ẹlẹ́ẹ̀karùn-ún tí ẹ máa ṣe ọ̀tá lélẹ́yìn. Ẹ̀sùn gọ́ọ̀rùn ẹ̀ láyé. Ẹ̀sùn gọ́fà.
Ẹ fẹ́ kọ́ wílé kí n stop yẹn.
Àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Ó ń ṣiṣẹ́.
Bóyá kí bàbá gbà mí láàyè láti sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nítorí pé àwọn
Ẹ máa ń fi orí fóònù.
Mo mọ̀ pé Yorùbá náà ní gbogbo wọn. Wọ́n ká lè ṣe ètò yìí. Ó lè wà official. Wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lóyìnbó. Your Imperial Majesty, today, 2nd of October 2020, your sons and daughters are here from St. John's Grammar School, Old Boys Association. Obviously, they are here today for the investiture of Grand Patron of St. John's Grammar School Old Boys Association. Definitely tomorrow is their program. They are here to make Your Majesty their Grand Patron. And God Almighty that has been preserving your soul to this very moment, Your Majesty will continue to preserve your soul in the name of God Almighty. Kabiyesi, with your kind permission, I would like to invite Mr. Yomilami Lanyinka to please come forward for the introduction of the members of St. John's Grammar School Old Boys Association. Thank you so very much. Please, Mr. Yomilami. Over to you, sir.
Kábíyèsí ẹ fún wa sà ẹ kú wájú ẹ kú àlejò wa sà wọ́n ṣe sọ orúkọ mi ní Yomi Láyínká Old Boys St. John's Grammar School Òkè Àtún Ifẹ̀. Kábíyèsí ti pè mí ní diaspora Ifẹ̀. On behalf of members of the St. John's Grammar School Old Boys Association, I'd like to thank you ahead for offering us presence this afternoon, sir. And it's my responsibility to conduct part of this ceremony, as the traditional secretary has said earlier. We have a 2-day program, which is today and tomorrow, during which, especially tomorrow, we're inaugurating some of the projects that the association has on its own funded and implemented as Old Boys of St. John's Old Boys Grammar School. Tomorrow, we have a series of programs or projects that we've constructed in the school as part of our give back to our alma mater, including a fence wall completely done from scratch, encompassing the whole grounds of our school, which runs into hundreds and hundreds of square meters. Over the course of time, we've done quite a number of programs or projects, which one of our members here would take you through in due course. At this point, with your kind permission, Your Majesty, I would like to start the program officially with the national anthem. Sir, may I ask that the national anthem be played while we all rise up to sing the national anthem in honor of our dear country.
Professional then to see video to clear by. Professional like to see video to clear by. How do you see? Like the web. I go clear lot of you.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You may be seated, sir. Well, members of the FESTUS will keep the school's national anthem. May I ask that we do the school's anthem? Oh, yes, Of school. Thank you very much. Kabesi, Imperial Majesty, the two people sitting beside you are our national president, Dr. FESTUS OSHOBA, who will be properly introduced in a moment. But more importantly, is the oldest student here gathered among us today. The school, as you probably know, Your Majesty, was founded in 1962. And the first set graduated in 1967. And one of the founding members of that school in 1962 is seated by your left side, Kabisi, Chief Lai Oyelowo, 1962-67 set.
Oh, the first set school.
May I call on the National Publicity Secretary of FESTUS, Honorable Kende Beton, to come forward and do the proper introduction of key officers of FESTUS. Kende.
Aláṣẹ ìtúkù ìṣà, àròlé Oòduà, Èpìtì Kémọ́pè. Permit me to introduce members of the Executive Council of St. John's Grammar School Old Boys Association. I'll start with the National President, an ophthalmologist of noble repute, Dr. FESTUS OSHOBA, the National President. One of the rare privileges of St. John's Grammar School was to have one of our own students emerge as the principal of the school for a long time. He is Dr. Olajide Makinde,
who is also the first vice president of our institution. An accomplished security consultant, a corporate player, and a member of the board of Crown FM. Chief Jibola Haoshe is the second vice president. He's not here right now, but will join us very soon. St. John's Grammar School is a global institution, and our association has tentacles all over the world, from Africa, America, Australia, to Asia. And that's why we have a vice president who takes care of our international affairs in the person of Mr. Ike Diako. He's right now on Zoom watching ABC and this event going on. So he's already introduced by proxy. We are gifted with a very, very vibrant soil scientist, microbiologist, somebody who I always say is right now the champion of the tomato revolution in Southwest. Adeviso right now is pioneering about 5 acres of tomato from scratch. He passionately believes that we can reverse the current system whereby we have to wait for the north before we can have tomato. And this is fully supported by the association in this regard. Our Assistant General Secretary, Mr. Obafemi Obadare, he's not here. Right now, he used to be for a long time the editor of Saturday Punch, and he's right now on the editorial board of Saturday of the Punch newspapers. He will come join us. How do you see? Standing before you, sir. With due respect, sir, is the public secretary. My name, sir, is Kenny Bangweton from Okoro Compound, Enua, Ilefe. You're welcome. Our social secretary is a lawyer who keeps our platform very, very vibrant. I went to see yesterday, sir, that as of yesterday for 4 hours, we were arguing whether we should use the word inauguration, commissioning, or presentation just for this event alone. His name is Barrister Tope Elushogbon. We are gifted to have several people who are accomplished. Our auditor, Anilapo Adeyeba, is chartered accountant. We are looking for somebody who is appropriate and accomplished to keep our records. Permit me to introduce Mr. Olaolu Ovifare, his treasurer. The financial secretary of our association, Mr. Joseph Adejile, are you here? We maintain a lot of continuity in our tradition. Just as we know that where we are today is also an institution of continuity, we ensure that SJOBA2 has a tradition of continuity. And so, on our ESCO, we have the former president of the association, Chief Sunday Bolaji, who incidentally is going to have his birthday tomorrow, but I'm sure he's on his way, will soon join us. And the man who, if you wanted to do anything in Union Bank as far as I agree for a long time, you needed to see him. Mr. Anthony Olufidipe is ex-official. We try to practice on democracy. We know that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. We therefore decided to create our own parliament so that the executive does not allow the power to get into its head and lose focus. That is why we established the Joint National Working Committee. This committee has the responsibility of receiving all the proposals of ESCO and giving it approval before we can proceed to do any other thing. And of course, the chairman and secretary of each set from 1967 to date are in this committee. I would want to ask the members of the Joint National Working Committee who are here present to please stand up for recognition. Thank you very much. Please be seated. The Joint National Committee, all of us are responsible to leaders who will guide us in case we are about to go wrong. We call them the Board of Trustees. The Board of Trustees also comprise people of accomplished tradition, a tradition of excellence, and they're here, present here today. It's a long list. So let me just continue to go through it by saying that the members of the Board of Trustees here present should please stand up for recognition. Please be seated. Finally, sir, we have the Board of Patrons. We want to create an association that is fully networked so that there is no door that will knock on that will not be open to us. So our patrons are people who sit back and just tap their fingers to make things happen for us. And of course, among them we have His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State. And that's why when you leave the states and come to this environment, the Olori Alade of the whole world, who is set in the Ife Kingdom, His Imperial Majesty, comes forward as one of our grand patrons. Obviously. That's why we are so proud to leverage on your international stature, on your spiritual eminence, and the fact that all over the world today, if they say who is the king of the youth, Kabesi, nobody compares with you in terms of that title. Other patrons here include Most Reverend Akiumi Oyejola, Reverend Father Emmanuel Mabwe, the chairman of the Board of Patrons is somebody that we cannot but ask to show his face to you, sir. As we will see tomorrow, he has taken St. John's as a religion, as a passion, as a duty, as a commitment. Not only was he inspired to build the first ever bronze statue of our founder, something that cost him 5.1 million naira, Kabesi, just to show his appreciation for going through that school. When we are talking of the history of the fence, he played a role. On his own, in the year 2012, he came to that school and found that the blocks of classroom were not good enough. He took a wig and repaired it, just closing his eyes. Permit me to introduce Engineer Ayodele Alabi, Chairman of the Board of Patrons. Others on this board, Chief Lai Oyelowo, already introduced Bishop Olaoye Abiodun, Dr. Adebola Yusuf, Dr. Basil Fadipe, Chief Dejo Adejobi, who is the Vice Chairman, he will join us very soon. Professor Gabriel Oshoba of the Lagos State University. Professor Elijoba, and one of the highly celebrated media icons that we have in this country today. If somebody has his set birthday and Mr. President has to consider it a duty to send him a congratulatory message, and that person comes from St. John's, we are proud of him. It's our assets. Somebody comes every day on Instagram Live and everybody is just going to be part of that program. It's our asset. We are proud of it. I need to introduce to you. We need to call it Bob. Well, now you will know him as Daily Momodu. Please be introduced to Kabisi. How are you doing the job of reporting, sir? The whole world is watching this thing on Instagram Live. Thank you, sir. But maybe there must still be another time to come from Malay so that it will be more complimentary. Carry it, sir. We want to say that we really appreciate the audience you have given us. We want to say that we are proud of the wonderful things that Kabisi has done. Since God has divided him to be with us as the Gloria Lady and Naroli Odua. And we want to assure you, Kabisi, that St. John's Old Boys Association is one of the defense team that you have, supporters team that will constantly continue to play our role as one of the people who believe that the heritage of the cradle of global race continue to soar higher and higher. Thank you very much. A further round of applause for Honorable Kennedy for the job well done. Thank you very much, I'd like to call on the national president to give his address, Dr. FESTUS OSHOBA. I wish to recognize all those of us who have been introduced and while also recognizing the presence of the members of the fourth estate of the Right Press. And thank you for your presence here today. I must say that it is with deep humility and a great privilege and honor that I stand before His Imperial Majesty today to represent the face of a new
National President, are you late? No, Commissioner, Oshoba.
A collective will and desire to develop Nigeria through the renaissance of quality.
St. John's Grammar School. The only boys school in Nidefe.
When in
Present while on No. I'm paying a try. Say to again, I can't say to 100,000 naira.
Academic excellence and moral uprightness.
But 100,000 can show project here. Most of other things. When she fence, school on the fence. When she fence ground, when she toilet, plenty toilet. When she classroom, when she innovation. That she says what I keep I keep go lab on pẹ̀lú I'm very chemistry when she very sciences I keep lab on that she no I before day
I can discuss or
yes they'll be on government now even with that going government go you
Taju Mitare, please.
Turning out erudite scholars for the advancement of humanity and
Taju, mute your mic.
that vision has been fulfilled in continuous fulfillment and will remain fulfilled forever as our journeyers are leading in all spheres of human endeavor and national leadership. Today, KDAC, we have invested severally in the development of our school. We have spent tens of millions across various sects to build and rebuild sections of the school and have now completed a 1,207 long fence at a cost of about 17.4 million naira by direct labor. Have a modern computer science facility. We have done renovation of blocks of classrooms and the administrative block. We have provided science equipment. We have provided borehole for potable water, electricity meter, and we have even also settled bills, the electricity bills of the school. We have built a modern toilet facility. We have procured and given to the school self-propelled lawnmowers, and so many more. And in memory of our founder, an illustrious journeyman built a bronze, he has been introduced to you, a bronze statue of the clergyman who laid the foundation for all-round human capital development at Okeaton in Ile-Ife. To us, it is an historical monument and a tower of vision. We invite your Imperial Majesty to unveil this masterpiece tomorrow, Saturday, 12th of October, 2020. And to also say that tomorrow we have produced a book called the Excelsior. It's a compendium of our school from 1962 to 2012, 50 years. And the man of many parts, already introduced to you, and our Secretary General, Debo Adefison, is the author of this compendium. Your Majesty, we wish to inform you that tomorrow this book will be officially presented to you. And we'll ask you to launch the book and give your reservoir blessings on it so that wherever it may go all over the world, people will read it and benefit and be a source of knowledge to the whole world. KDAC, the most important reason why we came here today is to thank you, to appreciate you, the honor of Ife, the Arole Odua, for the fact that during the relatively short time since you ascended the throne of your forefathers, you have brought a Midas touch to Oduduwa land and Nigeria. We therefore consider it as a very great privilege and very great honor that you graciously accepted to be our grand patron. Kabiyesi, we truly appreciate you. Adepelori, keep us up a little bit. While thanking you, sir, we would like you to investiture our patrons as they have been sworn in, and then we'll now do the recognition and investiture as our grand patron. I now leave the matter to the master of ceremony. While thanking you very much for the attention.
Baba.
A round of applause for the national president of FESTUS, Dr. FESTUS OSHOBA. The president has touched on a number of projects that we've done in honor and as a way of returning back.
I love it.
People that produced all of us. I would like to call on one of our homeboys to come and present the projects to be commissioned tomorrow to you, so you can have some kind of a view of what this project is all about. May I have the honor to invite a 1977 set member, a professor of political science, Professor Ade Eludure, to make the presentation of the projects. Thank you. Kabiyesi Onisha. With your due and kind permission, I'm just being told that the projector we want to use is just around the corner. And so we will just step that down for a moment and then move on to the next item on our agenda while the projector is being expected and set, which is the investiture of the members of our board of patrons. Kabiyesi, what we want to do now is that members of our board of patrons that have been introduced earlier on, I will invite them one after the other so that you may kindly give them the honors of having their medallion worn on them, one after the other. May we have the medallions on the standby? Thank you very much. Now I invite members of the board of patrons here present to please rise. Members of the board of patrons here present to please rise. I'd like to invite Magistrate Adeyeba to kindly come forward and administer the oath of office on the patrons before we get them introduced to Kabiyesi. Magistrate Adeyeba, please. Yes. Forward. Please come forward. Say after me.
Hi. Member of Board of Patrons of St. John's Old Boys Association. Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Constitution of the St. John's Old Boys Association. I will discharge my duties and perform my functions honestly and diligently to the best of my ability in accordance with the Constitution of St. John's Old Boys Association and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interests to influence my official conduct or decisions. That I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of St. John's Old Boys Association at all times. So help me God. Round of applause, gentlemen. Please keep standing there, gentlemen. Thank you. Can we have a round of applause? They've just been admitted as members of the Board of Patrons of the St. John's Old Boys Association. Thank you very much. Your Majesty, I'd like to invite these gentlemen, one after the other, to come before you and have the privilege of being given their medallion by you. I'd like to start with the chairman of the Board of Patrons, who's been introduced earlier on, a young man who has been an old hand in supporting this school to the state it's currently in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce and to step forward to collect his medallion, Engineer Ayodele Alabi. Thank you very much, Kabis. I would also come forward, and I'm going to do this in order of seniority now. The most junior person is the one that came forward as the Board of Patron chairman, but I'll go back to the order of seniority by calling our oldest member here present, Chief Lai Oyelo, 1962-67. Monday. Chief Lai Oyelo, the investiture. A round of applause, please. Is our next senior, who is a member of the 64th state. Dr. Adebola Yusuf. Dr. Yusuf. For August, we have 3.99. And for September, we have 12.5.
Mr. Oye, all this time you are giving me.
Congratulations, sir.
It's for the 3 months. It's for the 3 months. 3 months.
Professor Gabriel Oshoba, a professor at the Lagos State University.
No, it's for 2 months. Sorry. That's August, September.
67, 71.
the 1967-71 set. And last but not the least is is of the 1972-76 set. 1972-76 set. Thank you very much.
Bob D.
All right, thank you. You may be seated, gentlemen. Thank you very much. We'll do the photography in our sequence later on. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have come to distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is the time, this is the purpose for which we all gathered here. As you recall, we said the purpose of our getting, as the President said, was to come and thank Kadri, to pay obeisance to him, and to commit our loyalty. And more importantly, for this moment, is to investiture him as our grand patron today. And to do that, I'd like to invite again Honorable Kehinde Bamibeton to give a brief citation on leadership. Kehinde, please.
Basic. Àrólé Oòduà, olórí aládé, adépẹ́ lórí kí padà pẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀, kí ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ máa pọ̀ sí, kí ẹṣin ọjọ́ bá jọko pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́. Permit me, Imperial Majesty, to read a citation of one of the most prestigious personalities that Africa has produced. Kabiyesi, Babatunde Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II. Kabiyesi started his elementary education at Shubola Memorial Nursery and Primary School, Ibadan, and Ibadan District Council. He then proceeded to later to St. Peter's Secondary School, Ile-Ife, where he received his secondary school certificate. He graduated as an accountant from the Polytechnic Ibadan. He is a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. He is a certified member of the Institute of Directors. He is also a member of the Global Real Estate Institutes. He holds a number of honorary doctorate degrees, one in public administration from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and another in law from Igbenedion University. In the class of the University of Nigeria. To demonstrate the divinity and the anointment that fortune has brought to me, was elected from among several places and heirs to the throne on 26 October 2015. He received his term of office on 7 December 2015. He has been described as an astute entrepreneur, driven by the need to turn impossibilities into possibilities. And this you can witness in the way he is daily transforming into the kingdom. About Gusi is the spiritual leader of the Yoruba people, now saddled with the responsibility of making supplications to God and the Orisha on behalf of the Yoruba race and the world at large during annual festivals, such as the recent Olojo. Shortly after his coronation, Abesi began a peace mission, visiting Allah and many other kings to preach peace in Yoruba land and the whole world. He effectively broke the jinx of institutionalized discord between the thrones that has plagued many parts of Yoruba land for a long time. Besides being a peace crusader, he is also a builder of the youth. He is an advocate for the empowerment and emancipation of youth and women. And you will see this in many of the empowerment programs that Kabir has established since he came into this home. He has transformed and he continues to transform Ilefe into a tourist zone with the manner in which he has elevated and celebrated and restructured and rebuilt and remolded our shrines in Ilefe. Abesi is a renowned philanthropist who is committed to humanity and an advocate for the less privileged. He has granted support over the years through the House of Oduduwa Foundation and recently through Hopes Alive. Permit me therefore to honorably, humbly, royally, prestigiously declare that no other one fits for this award of Grand Patron than our own Arole Oduduwa. I hereby submit.
We keep the applause going. Let's keep the applause going. I invite the oldest member here gathered with us to please come forward. Sir Chief, please come forward and join the president in presenting this plaque to our grand patron of the association, Arole Oduduwa. All Boys Association worldwide, and in recognition of the role of the Arole Oduduwa in human development, we thereby confer an invitation as the grand patron of our association. This Friday, 2nd of October, 2020. Of the school, the city, the state, and the nation. Amen. Round of applause, gentlemen. The Orisha today becomes at this moment the grand patron of the FESTUS worldwide. Thank you very much.
Obviously, we're really seated. Thank you, sir. Kábíyèsí, Ọdúnrìṣà, Grand Patron of the St. John's Old Boys Association. We will come back to the item we skipped a little earlier, sir, before we take your acceptance speech and blessing. And I'd like to therefore invite once again to present the projects we commissioned tomorrow. I'd like to invite Professor Ade Eligure to present these projects to Kábíyèsí. Yes, you. Tí fẹ́ fi hàn wá, wọ́n ní àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí a ti gbé ṣe ní ilé ìwé wa. Wọ́n bí wọ́n ti fi lélẹ̀ fún wa ní àǹfààní láti sọ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. À ń sọ èdè fún nítorí àwọn tí dàbí pé wà ní ìlú náà tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ wa pẹ̀lú ṣẹ́yìn. The job before me is just to present the projects that we have embarked upon in the school. And we have some critical challenges with getting the projectors up. But along the way, if it comes up, we'll show the pictures. The first thing I want to point to us is the source projects. How did we come about these projects? There are three sources identified. The first one is that projects that came from individual philanthropic old students. I think some of these old students, well, all of us practically, we've imbibed the spirit of our school. Reverend Father Fabian Clute, who took his own inheritance from Canada to set up the school in Ile-Ife. And some of our old students also got caught up in this vision, and they have contributed immensely to the progress of the school. The second category is there are projects that were embarked upon by the class set, the set of people that came in and left the school together. They are formed to themselves to what we call class sets. And the third category of what we are presenting is from the association itself, the SJOBA, St. John's Old Boys Association. So we will go through some of these projects as I have highlighted them in the categories. The first category is from individuals. And we have been informed here of one particular individual that has contributed immensely to the infrastructural development of St. John's Grammar School. That individual is Engineer Ayodele Alabi. Now, it's very important to note what he did actually. The foremost thing gave honor to whom honor is due.
and that is the Reverend Father Fabian Cloutier, who was the founder of that school. So the post that he made in honor of the Reverend Father is the bronze statue. It's atop a marble structure of 4.3 meter high. That's about 13 feet. And the cost is estimated, well, it's not estimated now, it was an actual thing that has been done. It was 5.17 million naira. That's the cost. It's also important to note this, that gigantic work, by the grace of God, tomorrow when we are there, we will see it, was completed within a period of 12 weeks. He was the direct supervision, was also available to supervise the work that was going on here. Others, he has earlier made a renovation of a wing of the block of classrooms in the school. And at various times, he has contributed to a number of other activities that has taken place in the school. He has given scholarships and he has supported the school's development. So tomorrow, you'll be seeing the bronze statue. They are all pictured here. And it's also, for those of us that are here, it's on the platform of the Joint National Working Committee. You can look at it there. Now, the second individual that has impacted the school is Senator Iyola Obisore, who, yes, you can clap, who donated a computer class and generator for the ICT laboratory classroom. It's also linked to the internet. And we know now that all the lives around us now is surrounded with getting access to the internet. And the school is able to do that, and the students are also being trained in how to use this facility. So he also supplied computers and accessories for this classroom. Then we have another individual who is Senator Babajide Omowurare. He also has contributed to the progress of the school. I think we will have a clap for him also. Okay. He has renovated the administrative block. We had the roofing of the classrooms, and there is a particular room that most of us, when we were in school, and I think even after we have left school, and those that were even older than us, there's a particular room there that we call the art room, where most of us, we learned a little bit of drawing. So that room, that office or room was actually in disarray before he took it upon himself to fix the place. Now, all the renovations that he did were also supplied with the equipment, and we will see them as we inspect them later days. Now, I will come quickly now. We also have many other individuals that contributed, but for the purpose of what we are going to see in this period, these are the ones that we have listed. Now, we go to the second category, that is the set projects that were donated by sets. One of the sets that we have here is this 1973-1977 set, which renovated a block of classroom. That's 12 classrooms, 6 below and 6 up. That I want to proudly say that that's what our own set, part of that set. We are the first group to use that building. Yes, we have to say that, huh? Okay, thank you. Then we have the other set is the 1976-1981 set that also renovated a block of classrooms. The representative is also here. You can clap for them. Okay, thank you. Now, the combined effort of these two sets in renovating those classrooms was worth 15 million naira. And these are individual contributions from set members. We see that the spirit of Reverend Father Cloutier is living in us. Now, the pictures of those things are here. believe as we go, we will see them. Now there is another group, another set, and that is the 1979-1984 set. Okay, you want to clap for yourself? 1974, 79-84 set, which renovated the school library. As a teacher, I normally tell my students that you stay in 3 places in the campus or in school. The first one is your bed space, the second one is the classroom, and the third one is the library. And some of my students usually ask me, where do we eat there? Say, you just find time to eat anyhow. Thank you. So the library is the engine of any institution. But it's quite, I don't want to bring us out to the past, we are now in the present. By the time the state took it upon themselves to fix that library, there was literally water inside the whole building. So we want to thank you especially. That site is appreciated. They spent close to 5 million naira to fix that library. Then, of all things, we have another set, 75-80 set, which has put it wise that we should keep our environment clean. That is the construction of ultra-modern toilets for the school. I think the one we had that was very good was as far back as 1974, it was when for a pretty constructed 75. When there was a new toilet at the other side there. Here I lost my stapler. Because when I was using the toilet, I bent down and the stapler fell in. Okay. Now that effort is worth 12.5 million. So, and it has 24 units for both sexes, that is male and female. And it is interesting that it was completed within 80 weeks. So it's a very interesting work that was done there. You will see it. Now, the last one that I want to present to us is the one that was carried out by FESTUS, that is the association collectively. Remember, we talked about the one carried out by the individuals, the one carried out by the sets. Now we are looking at the one that is carried out together by the whole association together. And that is the gated fence project with the beautification of the approach to the school. Now, here is, we mentioned it in a short while, the whole length of that project spans 1.2 kilometers around the whole school. Front, there is beautification, we see it, and I think even in the community now, people are already saying something about that project. So, then we have 3 gates that are installed. One for the primary school side, the central gate, and one for the LGA, the local government educational authority. We fix those gates and we refurbish the gates at the main entrance. Now, with the technicality of it, we have concrete wall panels with reinforced concrete columns and concrete coping. That project is worth 18 million. The president has given us some figures, and it was completed within 60 weeks from the starting date. With all this, I want to, well, the president has invited KBC already. I want to also invite now, as the chairman of the technical implementation committee for this project. I want to invite you to visit those places, and all of us that are here, thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Professor Ade Eludire. He's also the chairman of the project implementation committee. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now hear from our father, our narration, His Imperial Majesty, Kábíyèsí Adéyẹyè Ògúnwùsì
Ọ̀jájá the second. Olórí Ayíláde gbogbo. The grand patron of FESTUS Kábíyèsí.
I'll tell you if you are looking for getting it. You said it's no. But there's another one. So you have one of I'm there. So it's not like it's right. More or less like that's after I said one. So I can look at that.
Sure. Okay. Gbogbo àwọn olóríire tí Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ti kẹ́ oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà tí wọ́n gba iléèwé St. John's Boys School ní Òkè Àtọ́ ní ojú gbogbo yín ní ẹ̀kú oríire o. Ayọ̀ mi kún láti wà pẹ̀lú yín. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá dá mi lóhùn mo tún kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní wọ́n ti ìgbín bolóòṣà lọ́wọ́ wá kan tó máa bọ̀. Ẹ ṣáà ti fi mí jẹ grand patron. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè bọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Nítorí ìdí èyí, àrà tó bá wù mí ló máa dálé mi. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ ẹ máa ṣe fún mi. Ẹ lè bọ́ mọ́ ibi ló wà lọ́jọ́ yan ọjọ́ fi yan yín lójú. Ẹ ti ìgbín bolóòṣà kọ́ ẹ lè gbà mọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Lè gbà mọ́. Tẹ́ ẹ bá tiẹ̀ dá mi ló máa kíra mi. Ẹ ṣe tẹ̀tí wọ́n mi lé bó bá ṣe wá wù mí mo ṣe máa ṣe lé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àlọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ yé sí kankan ìbò máa ń pe ìkankan ní kúfúlẹ̀ àti ìbáyìí ẹ̀rọ ìjọ dáadáa bá ṣe ní ẹgbẹ́ boys high school tó tí fẹ́ máa fi ṣọ́gbára yín àwọn èrò kan wà tó máa bá yín tún gbogbo ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ wá bí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ bá mi ṣe gbà fáwọn ẹ̀rọ yìí ẹ̀yin ìyá wa tẹ wà bí ẹ̀dìdì ìdìbò ẹ máa bọ̀ wájú èmi rántí yín mo mọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ yìí lẹ̀rọ wọn ẹ máa bọ̀ mo fẹ́ káwéèsí náà gbogbo yín káwéèsí máa wá síwájú ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ̀yin ìyá wa ẹ má dáhùn bàbá ẹ ló jèrè tẹ bá lo agbára yín fún wọn wọn jẹ́ nǹkan mọ́.
So there is an exam going on.
Èmi ní grand patron ní ìsìn nǹkan tó bá wù mí ni àrà tó bá wù mí ni màá dá àmọ́ pé àlọ́ ní Yorùbá àti ní grand patron mo fẹ́ pọ́n ilé ní Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè àpọ́n ilé gbogbo àdáwọlé ọjà tẹ fi pọ̀ wá àtìjábọ̀ lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ àtàwọn bá lè yín náà ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ń pọ̀ wọ́n o ṣe ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè àbá mi dúró tì yín bẹ́ẹ̀ tún ṣe wá pọ́n wọn lé tẹ̀ ṣe wá fọwọ́ kún wọn lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ohun tí Ọlọ́run pèsè fún yín ẹ̀yin fojúsùn oríire tó bá yín náà.
Where do I get food? Yeah? That's right. Okay.
Ọlọ́run nígbàgbé yín o lágbára Ọlọ́run bí tẹ̀ wá ẹ̀ mo jọ máa fojú ẹ̀fẹ̀ wò yìí ìgbé kan tí wọ́n bá ti kí ní ẹ̀bọ̀n mi lọ́wọ́ tó báyìí àrà tó bá wù ní màá dá ẹ bá mi pàṣẹ fún àwọn ìyá wa tó wà bí ẹ ṣe ẹkú àdótì ẹ ṣe gan ni. Ṣé ti rí pé MC Abba ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ rántí wọn ó ti yé mi ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ló pọ̀ wọ́n débi àwọn ló ń pọ̀ yìí agbára wo lẹ ní agbára wo lẹ ní lẹ́yìn wọn ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ti yí ṣe rí MC ẹ̀rọ pé wọ́n náà lọ sí Jones Òkè Àtọ́ ẹ wọ́n fi láwọn òkè ní fìlà yẹn ó wá bọ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ báyìí wá tàn lọ Ọlọ́run ọmọ tó fẹ́ tàn dé báyìí
ẹ̀yà máa yẹ kó tọ́ táwọn ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọ̀yá wa kò gbọ́dọ̀ tàn délẹ̀ o ẹ máa yẹ kó tàn lọ́sọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ̀rí fìlà àwọn ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ lórí wọn mọ yẹn ké kan wọn kó wà láwọn ti pọ̀ ọ̀yà wa tó tún ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé nígbà tí ẹ ń kọ orin iléèwé tẹ́ bá ti gbé kéré sí lọ́wọ́ gbogbo tí màá sọ ṣẹ́rí kò sí tí ó fara lórí láyé ó lẹ́nu tí ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́ kò ẹ má ti lọ wọ́n ti fi kọ́ yín lọ́dún. No, jẹ́ ká má nígbà ìmọ̀ lọ́n ti ẹ̀jẹ̀ nífà ọ̀rọ̀ àgbẹ̀. Ṣẹ́rí nígbà tí kábíyèsí tó dé wọ́n yá ara sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́kẹ́ sọ pé ṣé St. John's lẹ́yìn náà lọ wọ́n ní kí gbogbo wáyà máa ní gbogbo wá ní St. John's lálọ́ àtẹ̀kù náà St. John's lálọ́ wọ́n ní tó wáyà àṣàdúrà wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ orin iléèwé yìí o mo bá ń gbọ́ orin mo bá wọ gbogbo yìí mo bá wọ ọjọ́ tó sì mo máa kọrin yẹn dáadáa mo bá wọ ẹnu kábíyèsí alára ọ̀gá lọ́kọ̀ ń tẹnu kura ní mo láṣìírí ti tú lẹ́nu aṣọ òtí ẹ̀ lọ St. John's ilẹ̀ mọ́ bá tó nígbà wo lórí ní oṣù àlùbádà pẹ̀lú wọn ẹ má dà pẹ̀lú wa ó yẹ má dà
I don't do am now.
ẹ̀yìn àgbẹ̀ lọ ti pẹ́ tó ti lè ti gbàgbé wọ́n lọ St. John's ẹ̀ṣọ́ 76 cents. Wọ́n mọ níléèwé yẹn kọ́ ẹni náà dàgbà wọ́n tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ tí bá gbé gbogbo fúnisì kẹ́kọ́ ẹni bí dáhùn ó máa ṣe mo kọ́ fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn náà wà pẹ̀lú wa ni lóòótọ́ ṣé kí o ṣe lò ẹsẹ̀ àwọn mọ̀mọ́dù ni. àbọ̀ àwọn gbogbo ilé kọrin yẹn dáadáa àwọn nìkan ló ń jẹnu. kí ló jẹ́ yóò jẹ gbá ẹ má dojú sí mi o St. John's gbogbo wa lọ o ẹ má dojú sí mi o. ẹjọ́ tó jọ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún oore ọ̀fẹ́ tí gbogbo wa rí gbà inú mi dùn ayọ̀ mi kú ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ sọ kọ́kọ́ kan nínú yìí ṣe dùn torí pé òyìnbó máa ń sọ kọ́kọ́ kan tóyìnbó bá sọ kì í dẹ̀ ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ tó wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn òyìnbó ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣítí tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjìrè ló bá mu ayọ̀ ayé tó kún jù láyé ni ayọ̀ ibi tí o ti ṣẹ̀ jáde ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ òun ni òyìnbó máa ń pè ní the joy of origination is the greatest joy bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ríra yín nígbà tí ẹ wà nílé ìwé tí ò sí kankan kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ nǹkan tó ní kálukú máa dà ẹ wò yàn kan tó sọ nísìnyí tó jẹ́ professor wọn ní stapler wọn jábọ́ sínú ṣáláńgá kálọ̀ ti tẹ̀lé lọ́mọ àìkọ́ ti fọwọ́ kó nǹkan wọn nígbàgbé àti oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ á jẹ́ nǹkan ìṣítí àti nǹkan òwúrí pé Ọlọ́run mà dúpẹ́ o ìgbà yẹn ìgbà tí o sí kankan mo wo ìkan nínú àwọn ẹlẹgbẹ́ yín Professor Ọwálé Ọládépọ̀ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí iléèwé yẹn ṣe gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lágbára nílé ayé àwọn tó fi jẹ́ káwọn débi táwọn délé ní mo wò lọ́jọ́ kan láti ṣàdúrà fún wọn pé wọ́n tún pọ́n iléèwé yẹn lé wọn ò lè gbàgbé ibi tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ torí pé odò tó bá gbàgbé
because they say tomorrow is tomorrow.
Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ẹ gbé láyé o ẹ máa kún sí ni gbogbo àdáwọlé yín máa yọrí sí i mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín púpọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ gbàgbé ibi tí ẹ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè á bá mi dúró tì yín ìwúrí ló jẹ́ fún mi púpọ̀ torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín gan ó lè má bójú ẹ̀yìn ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí mo rí gbogbo yín tẹ́ ti gbélé ayé ṣe nǹkan mèremère tẹ́ tó wá rántí bí tẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayọ̀ ayé wo ló tún ju yẹn lọ mo wá tún wá bẹ̀yìn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí tọ́lọ́run ẹ má tún wá gbàgbé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣe náà ní kẹjú sì máa ṣe lọ tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn ìjọba wa gbọ́n ni àwọn iléèwé wọn ò ní máa dá sí wọn á fi sílẹ̀ fún àwọn tí wọ́n ti gbàbẹ̀ kọjá láti lè máa wá ṣe nǹkan mèremère sí ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò mọ nǹkan tó máa ń ṣe wọ́n mò ń fi ọjọ́ òní tún fi rán àwọn ìjọba wa létí pé kó fi gbogbo àwọn iléèwé sílẹ̀ fún àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn báyìí tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi ilẹ̀ fún yín ni ẹ̀ ṣe tó máa dájú báyìí lọ torí mo máa béèrè kan lọ́wọ́ yín gbogbo yín ẹni tó bá lè rán ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ iléèwé tó ti jáde kó lọ́wọ́ sókè kò sí mọ́ ẹ̀mẹ́jì má jẹ́ àtọ́ra wa kò sí mọ́ èyí náà wò ó gbà yẹn ẹ wò bó ṣe dáa tó ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ Reverend Fada oríṣiríṣi ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ léèwé gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ ti kọ́ àti rí adájọ́ nu yín àti rí agbẹjọ́rò àti rí àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn gbogbo yín ni Ọlọ́run ti pèsè fún ìka ọ̀dọ́gba o ṣùgbọ́n kò sẹ́ni tí Ọlọ́run ò ṣe fún àrí pòfẹ́sọ̀ àrí ẹni tó ti dàgbà nínú òní àti rí gómìnà láàrin àti rí deputy governor àti rí senator àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Gbogbo yín bá pẹnu pọ̀ wípé ilé ìwé wa ò gbọdọ̀ bàjẹ́ mo mọ̀ pé ẹ lè rán àwọn ọmọ yín lọ ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó jẹ́ kó ti wà lọ́wọ́ ìjọba ẹ̀yin mélòó ní Tàlàbà nínú ìbejì torí pé ọwọ́ ìjọba ló wà ẹ̀yin wà àwọn olórúkọ ńláńlá àwọn iléèwé ńláńlá káàkiri àgbáláyé ẹ lọ wọ Oxford ó wà lára iléèwé gíga tó lówó lọ́wọ́ jù ní gbogbo àgbáláyé àti yunifásitì yìí ní Brazil ó wà nínú àwọn olóńgbéga àwọn tó ti gbàbẹ̀ kọjá ní àwọn náà máa ń ṣe tí òyìnbó pè ní endowment fund ewu bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fi èyí jẹ́ ètò ìdí àtàkì bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti wọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ lọ́mọ ilé wá sílé ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè rọ́mọ wá sílé ní kékeré kàkà kí ló kọjọba níbẹ̀ ó kọjọba èmi náà láǹfààní láti lọ sí irú iléèwé báyìí ní Ìbàdàn Loyola College àwọn èèyàn ní aláta níbẹ̀ kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run ó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ tó ti dára káàkiri àgbáláyé.
Na so na you dey talk for you. I think na you dey talk.
Year 2000 mo lọ sí ìlú ní iléèwé yẹn mo lè rí neurosurgeon mẹ́wàá tó yẹ pé iléèwé yẹn náà gbà lọ tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ kì í ráyè rárá òyìnbó máa ń bọ wọ́n ní àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ṣùgbọ́n oníkálukú wọ́n ti gbàgbé torí ìdí tẹ́lẹ̀ fi mí jẹ grand patron kì í kàn ṣe lórí aṣọ mo fẹ́ràn iṣẹ́ púpọ̀ ẹ̀rọ mi jẹ́ máa jẹ fún yín. Ẹgbẹ́ mi sáré èmi náà gbé yín sáré kí ó bá lè dáa nínú ìwà wọn tó gbalẹ̀ ìwé yẹn kọjá èyí pé tètè tún wà ń bí ìbéèrè tí ká máa bí wá ní ẹ̀yin ìyá wa ṣe ẹ lè rọmọ yín wá sí St. John ẹ lè dáhùn ẹ jẹ́ àwọn tó tọ́ kọ́mrẹ́ ìgbàgbẹ́tọ̀ ṣe ẹ lè rọmọ yín wá sí St. John àti gbogbo yín tí máa ní ká máa dárúkọ gbogbo yín ẹ pioneer ṣe ìrànwọ́ wá sí ṣẹjọ́ alága pẹ̀lú ìbò tẹ̀ sọ bí ọ̀pẹ́ ìbò ọ̀pẹ́ yẹn ó lé jù mo mọ̀ bí ṣẹjọ́ náà ló tẹ̀kẹ́ mọ̀ ìbò sọ ẹ má bínú bá ṣe wà dàgbọ́ o ẹ má bínú aláwàdà àbẹ̀wò ìwọ̀n tó ń ṣe ọ̀pẹ́ ṣẹjọ́ ìṣọ́ ti kọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ìwé ó fà á kú ó láyé òkè ó láyé sí ó láyé sí ẹni tó ń bá ti á ṣe kàn án ìgbà tó tó jà ìgbà tó fẹ́ ṣe kàn án by the ocean association jà. ẹ bá bàbá náà sọ ẹ bá wà lọ́wọ́ ẹni ọ̀gbẹ́ rẹ̀ náà ò ṣe ìdókòwò èyí yà wá ṣé ọkọ̀ bá mi lọ èyí yà wá ṣé bá mi lọ ṣe mo kọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí lọ wá ṣe yìí. báwo lè ṣe fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa náà sọ òyìnbó bí ọ̀pẹ ẹ̀kọ́ ní sísọ. ààrẹ ọmọ wa lọ ẹyin ẹjọ́ bẹ̀ bá lọ sí ẹjọ́ ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ ẹnà wọ́n sókè tọ́mọ ìwọ̀n bá lọ sí ẹjọ́ ẹnà wọ́n sókè o ọmọ yìí ò lọ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ní sísè o tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ní sísè ọmọ yìí là ń sọ ọmọ yìí gbogbo tẹ bí yẹri pé gbogbo wa wà wọ́n sókè ẹ jẹ́ ká wọ́n dáná ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ ẹ̀ lọ́kẹ́ ìṣòro àlàáfíà yìí tẹ́ ẹ bá gbà lọ́wọ́ ọ̀jọ̀ba kò sẹ́ni tó ti òyìnbó má pè ní pressure group gbogbo wa bá pariwo ike èké ẹ bá wa gbé ẹ bá wa gbé èké fúnra ẹ lọ mú ọgbà yíká torí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ ti wá sọ pé wọ́n ti jílẹ̀ níta ẹ wá bá mi màá ní ẹyọ wá àwọn ṣe sí oríṣiríṣi ìwé olùdó àkọlẹ̀ pàtẹ náà wọ́n ti ta ìyàwó wọ́n ti wọ́n lé àwọn ṣùgbọ́n ìṣe bọ̀ ní fìdí wọ́n náà tún wá kẹ́ ẹ̀sìn jọ ẹ pàtẹ wọn fẹ́ jà pàtẹ wọn ẹ̀sìn náà gbé tán àti wọ́n tún lè bọ́ọ̀sì tí mo lọ ọ̀sẹ̀ bọ́ọ̀sì o. Olóòtú wa kẹ́ ilé ìwé tí gbogbo yìí lọ ìkọ̀kọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àwa máa rí ayé wà bẹ́ẹ̀ UNESCO ló fọ̀ǹdẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ́gbọ́n ti lọ wọ́n pe ìkíní ẹ̀ ní the Great Wall of Ife. Ìgbà tí àwọn ọkùnrin ti gbọ́ pa ẹ̀. Èmi ti lọ bẹ̀bí ẹ̀mejì ẹ̀mẹ́ta. Gbogbo the world renowned anthropologists wọ́n ti wá bẹ̀. A ti rí fún ọdún 800 years. A lè ṣe lọ síbi àbàbí 3,000 to 4,000 years. Díẹ̀díẹ̀ náà ń ṣe. Ó ti wà àti ṣe pẹ̀lú bí ó ti tọ́dún mẹ́rin òun ló dé ibi tí ṣùgbọ́n erédùn wà níjẹ̀bú ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti wá ṣàpèjúwe ẹ̀ tó fi mọ̀ ọ́ tó fi wá lọ kọ́ ti Benin Great Wall of Benin olókùn jù lágbàáyé kò ṣe Great Wall of China ibi yìí nítorí gbogbo ogun àtìgbà tí wọ́n kàn lù bẹ́bẹ́ tí Ifẹ̀ fẹ̀ sí ló wá ń wó ló ti wá ń pẹ́ a sì ń ṣe ìwádìí yẹn tọ́lọ́ bá fún wa ṣe tán ìyẹn tí wàá jẹ́ nítorí ìbò ń pè ní tourist center gbogbo ìlú ọmọ wa láti gbogbo àgbáláyé sókè àjọ inú St. John's rẹ ní kíní yẹn gbà kọjá bí ìbòmú yẹn ní àdúgbò tó yẹ World Bank ló fọ̀ǹdẹ̀.
àwọn archaeologists ṣiṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà.
ó wà ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ibi gangan ti wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ti bá lọ bèrè má sọ fún mi kò ti wá bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ara mi. tó ìbò bá ní ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n máa ń gbọ́ṣọ tì ní wọ́n máa ń lo oṣù kẹrin ní ọ̀dọ̀ mi náà máa wà wọ́n máa wá bí ọdún kan ọdún méjì wọ́n á tún ṣe díẹ̀ àti ìdílé almost 900 years tí wọ́n ṣe fọwọ́ nígbà yẹn òkè àtọ̀ olóògbà kọjá olóhùn Olódùmarè apàgẹ́dẹ́ ló ti ẹ ti ṣe nǹkan òwúrí ẹ fi ilé ẹ̀fọ́ nà sílẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n tẹ́ ẹ lọ báwo ni Ọlọ́run ṣe ní kẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run máa kẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run máa kẹ́yìn gbogbo àdáwọlé a máa yọrí sí rere o ilé ẹ̀lẹ́ Ọlọ́run ló máa yàtọ̀ máa kàn yín bẹ̀rẹ̀ òfin kọ́ ilé lọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀yin náà wá tún ṣe ibi tí ọwọ́ ò bá kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ó máa ń pẹ́ kò sí nǹkan tí ò fẹ́ àtúnṣe láyé Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè a máa ṣe àtúnṣe rere ní àṣeyọrí owó yìí o Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ló fẹ́ yín náà sílẹ̀ lákòótán dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín àdúrà ni mo ṣe fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bọ̀ Ọlọ́run a máa bá mi pa yín ìpàdé ó lè a máa yọrí sí i ẹ̀yin ṣubú ẹ̀ ní ìdáná gbogbo ayé ò ní lùsù ijó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbọ́ mi lélẹ̀ ní Ọlọ́run a bá mi gbọ́ yín náà lé o bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ mí di grand patron lẹ́ni Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè àpọ̀ yín lé o yóò dẹ̀ ní ní dójú tì yín iṣẹ́ tẹ bá rán mi lágbára Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè àjẹ́ èyí máa jẹ gbogbo ayé ò ní lùsù ijó bí mo ṣe rí pẹ̀lú ìdùnnú àti ayọ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè ìbànújẹ́ òní wọlé tọ̀ ìwà ìbànújẹ́ òní wọlé tọ̀ ìwà tẹbitẹbi o wí àràárọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀yìn pé àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ o àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ o balẹ̀ ó dàṣẹ ní àṣẹ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín púpọ̀ lákòótọ́ tábà ti ya àwòrán mo ṣáà ti grand patron yín ìyá ẹ̀yìn ìyá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àti bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ wọn ò fi nǹkan sínú ìwé ìtafẹ́ṣe lẹ́nu èmi náà wàá fi nǹkan sí wọ́n pè ní mẹ́nu àjọ lọ bí àjọ máa tó jọ ọ̀sán ẹjọ́ ẹni náà wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ sálọ o èmi ní kí ẹjọ́ yín o màmá mi ò tọrọ o ẹ̀rọ mi ò dọ̀dọ̀ yẹ o a máa jọ jẹun bí àjọ jẹun àjọ gbádùn tábàlẹ̀ ìjòkè àjọ rẹ̀ díẹ̀ kábìlẹ̀ àkọ́ àtẹ̀mú iléèwé wa àwọn tó ń jẹun ẹ̀yìn náà wà o ẹ̀ka bá tó jẹun kó máa jẹun kó máa fi díẹ̀ nú ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè àbámu tó ti yàn ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ Ọlọ́run àpọ̀ yín lé mu dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ ẹ ṣé wa.
Thank you very much. We're very honored to have your presence and these words of encouragement. I'd like to invite the General Secretary to give the vote of thanks. Mr. Debo Adefison, please, vote of thanks.
Anytime that you also already system will go Nigeria.
Èmi ṣe lọ́mọ sí ládẹ́mì náà dúdú sí ládẹ́mì náà àlùbọ́sà ẹgbẹ́ ìdókòwò sí lábẹ́rẹ́ kòtò tútù yéé mo ní màbúkù ọmọ lọ́jọ́ bàbá mi wọ́n máa fi àsìkò ìdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ní gidigidi mo dúpẹ́ torí pé ẹgbanisọ́wọ́ ẹgbanisẹ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ akéré níye ẹ̀yẹ àtóyàn ẹ̀fojú tíntín wà ẹ̀kọ́júmọ́ra ẹ̀sì àníyè ẹgbẹ́ alárugẹ ẹ̀mórìrì awú iṣẹ́ àṣẹ ó ti wulẹ̀ kó kéré tó ọjọ́ yín lójú ẹsẹ̀ ìwà tún tẹ̀síwájú lágbára onílẹ̀ lágbára gbogbo ìwọ̀n ní tí a lè á ní dójútì gbogbo gbà la máa ní báwo bá a ti rá bélò ní ẹ á mọ̀ sí rere nínú wọn ní máa gbé orúkọ lu ìhà káàkiri ọ̀nà àkàmọ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ fìdí àlọ́wọ́ kábíyèsí oúnjẹ ti di bàbàríà ní ìṣẹ́jọ́ bàbàríà ní tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ o láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ títí lóògùn pátápátá àtàpọ̀ tó àtàpọ̀ sí àtàrí gbogbo bàbàríà ní tó oúnjẹ ti láti bàbàríà gan-an ní ìṣẹ́jọ́ pátápátá rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ di ṣíṣe wọ́n fẹ́ fi darí lójú gbogbo ní àgbé ìran ọmọ ní tuntun kan bọ̀ torí náà nígbà tó ń lè ṣe kí àmà wọ́n fi ẹ̀wọ̀n bínú bẹ́ẹ̀ o àmà wọ́n náà máa jẹ́ kí bí ọmọ tuntun tó kọ́ ọ́ ní pátá
Baba Amariba Kábíyèsí.
Mi gbọ́. No, mo ń ṣe Zoom. Tony?
Thank you very much. Kábíyèsí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àdúgbò lọ́wọ́ yẹn sá. I will now go to the photography session for the and we'll do it in some order. We'll do it with the smaller sets. So I'd like to call, first of all, for members of the Board of Trustees here gathered, members of the Board of Trustees, please step forward and have these photographs with Kábíyèsí. Right after that, members of the Board of Patrons. Right after that, members of the National Executive Council, and finally, members of the Joint National Working Committee. First, members of the Board of Trustees, step forward and have this session with Kábíyèsí. President, members of the Board of Trustees.
Only sales gone. It is well. Bingo. See ya.
Members of the Board of Patrons. Members of the Board of Patrons, please. Thank you. Members of the Board of Patrons. Thank you very much. Members of the National Executive Council. National Executive Council with Kábíyèsí, President, Secretary. Members of the National Executive Council. Thank you. You can't be between the president and man. All right. National Executive Council members out there with the president, with the Kábíyèsí. Thank you. Members of NAC. While they're still there, members of the Joint National Working Committee should join them, please. Other members of the Joint National Working Committee, join them. Other members of the Joint National Working Committee. Kábíyèsí, Moses náà ṣe jọ́sí, ó kàn ń dọ̀jọ́ àti ọ̀pọ̀ máa pọ́nìṣẹ́. Máa pọ́nìṣẹ́. Kábíyèsí, ọ̀dà náà, join. You are qualified now. Let's do it. And everybody, all of us.
Once we're done with this, I guess we'll now take photographs with the women. Everybody can go. Thank you. And the ladies join Mama now. Everybody should go to the dining place. Everyone is invited to the dining section. That's the dining. Thank you.
Àwọn kan máa join wá lọ wá tó wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ó kàn ń repeat
Evidence on the Quran. When you say so some people come from America and they came. But minimally talent. When anybody comes to Israel, they want to catch he himself policy the might be difficult to go to guarantee the I will let you so you can't work. So you can't work every no most of money one okay, so don't 3-4 years ago, landless centers
I no break. You'll be all right.
Please give up your care and take